guys. Sorry for my voice, and if I cough a lot, I'm really sorry. I haven't been on here for a long time. I have been really sick. I started getting sick about 2 weeks before Christmas, and my husband got sick, and then I got sick. The grandkids were already starting with it, and the three little ones all got sick. Charlie, the littlest, was the worst, and on Christmas Day, she was sick. She didn't even really want to, open gifts and stuff. She did, but she was just kind of like laying around, and you could tell she didn't feel good. So we all had fevers to start. We all had chills, and then mine develops always into my coughing, and my husband even coughed a lot, which he never does. So I don't know. I normally get bronchitis or my asthma starts acting up. This didn't act the same way. I just coughed and I coughed. I coughed so hard one night that I choked, and I thought I really could not get my breath. My husband said my whole mouth was getting purple and everything, and he's like pounding on my back. I finally threw up. So that's what got whatever clog is. It was just thick stuff, So it's been 3 weeks, and I'm still coughing. I think my doctor even thinks I cracked a couple of my ribs over here, where I had surgery to fix my back. They cut me along my side here and took out one of my ribs to use as donation bone for my back, and along that area, 2 of the smaller ribs on the bottom, he thinks I cracked them. I do too, because I still hurt like crazy even if I try to take a deep breath. Forget it. It's so painful. So so I'm sorry if I cough. It's still hanging on. So my granddaughter Tori got sick. She had to go to the doctor and get meds. I went and got stuff a couple of times. My daughter Kelsey, who's now pregnant. Wow, yeah, I don't even know if I told you guys that. Thanksgiving Day, when we did our Thanksgiving dinner, wasn't exactly on Thanksgiving. It was a couple weeks later when we could get my whole family together. My youngest daughter told me she's pregnant. That'll make 4. I hope it's a red-headed girl. She deserves that. Me and Dad have been watching the 3 other ones when they work. And she's working now because she's an RN. And it has been exhausting for me to have them constantly. I love them, but it has really, really been hard. Especially being sick. Especially when they're sick too. It was just really difficult this last 3 weeks. But we're all on the upswing for the most. I'm getting there. I had to go to the doctor the day after Christmas, so I ran into Michael's just to see if they had anything. And they had some $4 boxes. I was surprised. They were big boxes, and I got 2 of them. I got a lot of flowers. A lot of flowers. Some of them were very, very pretty, though. I donated those to my sister's church. And then I got a ton of those, foamy kits to make things. All those little things that the kids can make hanging up. I got a ton of those. A whole big box of them. But it was all fall related. And the other thing I did get, which I really liked, was a wood pumpkin cutting board. A really nice sized wood one. It's really pretty. I got that. And then I got these boxes. I got this. And inside of it, oops, I just threw the lid down on the floor, sorry. Inside was this one. And I'm going to use them down here to put goodies in. I thought they were really cute. And then the purple one. So I didn't save out all that other stuff to show you because it was just so much. And it was all mostly the same kind of fall related things. And I boxed it away and put it away for next year because we're pretty much past that now. I didn't really get down here to do a whole lot of crafting, obviously. I barely moved for about a week and a half. I could barely move. It hurt so bad. So I'm getting there though. I had ordered some things from Peachy Cheap a while back, and this is what it was. This Echo Park Celebrate Christmas. It's got the names of all the reindeer on it. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I think you can. So that was cute. And then this pack of ephemera that went with that line, which is cute. And I had some of this. And these, which are super cute. And I like to keep all this stuff together in my Christmas box where I keep Christmassy things. So that when I want to, especially if they're all part of a collection, I keep all that kind of stuff together. So I'm going to put that away. Also, I don't even know when. This was way before Thanksgiving. I went into Target. It was before Christmas, before Thanksgiving. I went into Target with my daughter to do something for Christmas. I don't even remember what we were doing. And I found this. It's the number 25 in the word December. And I thought this would look really cute on the front of an album, which I'm working on. I started an album for me. It's going to be the Pink Christmas. Ouch. Hold on a minute. I'm going to look at the paper and see what it's called. The Sugar Blush Santa. So, oops, I knocked the thing. And then I got this little December 25 stamp. That's all that was. And what else did I want to show you? There's a bunch of stuff. I got some things that before I got sick, we had gone out to my husband's Christmas party for his work. He's retired now, but they do like a retirement dinner. It's like a sit down and you just listen to them talk and they bring out everything, and it's usually very good. This year it was horrible. The food was ice cold. I got some kind of beef. It was super thin, almost like Arby's, but it was bloody. It was so bloody, and I just can't do bloody meat. And then they gave you a little dab of mashed potatoes, which were garlicky, and they were really cold. And then the vegetables, I got 2 baby carrots and 3 pieces of squash. The squash was really overdone, and the carrots were barely even dipped in hot water, I don't think. They weren't cooked. So, and then for dessert, usually we got, last year I remember we got this really pretty plate, and it had 3 normal sized pieces of dessert on it, like a piece of cake, a piece of cheesecake, and a tart or something, a fruit tart. Yeah, that's what it was. And they were normal size. Well, this year they brought out 2 plates for a table, and you had to share them. And the pieces were like this little, like a bite of whatever it was. So they handed it to these 2 ladies that were over across from us, and each of them took 6 or 7 of them and put them on their plate and then handed them. So by the time they got to us, there was 3 things left between the 2 plates. And I took one. It was like a lemon sponge cake thing. And my husband didn't take any because there was nothing there that he liked. It was all cheesecakey type stuff. And then when the lady came back around, I asked her if we could get another plate because we didn't get any. And she said, no, that's all we're allowed to give is 2 per table. And I'm like, well, you should have made sure that everybody knew that that had to be for the whole table, because the first 2, you know, these ladies had left by now. I said the first 2 took 7 or 8 pieces, and then by the time it got to around to us, there was nothing left. And she felt really bad, went back in the kitchen and I guess put some 4 or 5 things on a plate and brought it out and gave it to us. My husband ate a couple of them, and then I gave the rest to the lady beside me because she didn't get any either. So, yeah, that was our Christmas party. And that day, my husband we got to stop at a Tuesday morning in a Hobby Lobby up there. So, I'm going to do another video and show you that stuff because this is getting kind of long. I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year, and I hope to see more of my crafty friends doing some videos in the new year because I'm missing everybody. I'm really missing you guys. So take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.